Live from the Pines, your favorite East Texas sports podcast, coming at you live. Want to give a big shout out to our guys at Zilker Belt. Use discount code PINES936 to receive all online or 25% off all online orders. Shout out to those guys and thank them for supporting the Horns and supporting us. I got my guy, Mr. Jeremy, with us tonight from Dallas, Texas. DeSoto grad, big sock football fan on the show. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Hey man, salute man. I'm doing pretty good. Man. Just having to fight through a little weather out here, but
I understand that it's 80 degrees in Lufkin right now, and it's weather changing, everybody getting sick and everything like that. But how's your season been? This recording these shows and supporting high school football. How's it been? This crazy.
Yeah, man, it's kind of wild out here in DFW right now. As you know, it's kind of like the new blood is circulating. You know,
I don't want to hear that.
I'm just saying, new blood is circulating. You know what I'm saying? The old dogs has kind of fell down. Alito, Duncanville, DeSoto, they all kind of just fell off.
I forgot about Alito getting beat by Denton Ryan. Like,
hey man, that's why it's the best out here, man.
No North Shore. We won't have North Shore. We won't have Sauk. I mean, we won't have DeSoto. We won't have Duncanville. We won't have Alito. That's crazy.
Alito, but we do get some blast from the past, right? Because Solana made it back. South Lake made it back. Highland Park.
Yeah, that was a big one right there. That was a big win.
Yeah, Highland Park. They got a little Jerry Jones magic going on in the star out there to beat Denton Ryan, but. And you got the new kid on block. You got North Crowley, with the big upset over Duncanville. Hey, they bringing back Fort Worth. I like
their swag, man. They play with a high-speed pace offense. Defense played good. Just going back to that game, they dominated that game the whole game.
Yeah.
Came out, scored, kicked the onside kick, got the ball, and they didn't let up since then. And, Duncanville made a good run in the second half, but I just don't think Duncanville had an answer for North Crowley's offense.
No, man. It's almost like when you're kids, sometimes whoever hit, whoever, as they say, steal off on you first.
Yeah.
If they hit you first, if you can't never get your balance, you forever trying to stand up, and they just keep hitting you. And that's kind of like what North Crowley did.
Yeah, but
they scored.
They didn't let down.
Yeah, they scored. They faked up, and they should have got it. I ain't gonna lie, it was a bad call. They should have got the fake extra point. Then they onside kick, scored, onside kicked again, got a turnover. Like, they just threw everything at them, and I think that just kind of knocked Duncanville off balance the rest of the game.
Yeah, well, we'll get more into that as we go through the brackets and everything. But I know you're a big high school football fan, just like I am. But you've been around the block a couple more times than me and had a little bit more experience in it. But we talked about this earlier. Lufkin's head coach job's open. Like, that's a big job in Texas high school football.
Yeah, man. First person came to mind for me was my guy that's a Lufkin alumni.
Who that be?
Thomas down there.
Oh, yeah. RT.
Yeah, Coach Thomas down there at Yates. I covered them last year when they came up here to play Carter High School.
Yeah, I remember that.
It didn't work out too good, but they bounced back, right? And we've even had him on the show this past off season. Great guy, man. And to me, he's a natural leader. Like, why wouldn't they want him to come home?
And I really don't know. We've got the chance to talk about it a little bit on our show and through our Twitter page and everything. And it's a big job, Yep. A lot of names are going to be thrown in the hat, but as far as, I've voiced my opinion a couple times on this show about it, and I'll say it again. You get a guy that's went to a program that had been, fallen down. That was a legendary program. I know that in my time, I don't remember it, but I've got to hear stories from him and other people, like how legendary Jack Yates football was. And I know when he took over, it was in a bad spot. And he came in and, everything he's done, I think he's just changed the whole culture of, Jack Yates football. He brought the tradition back, and, that's a big thing. And I know one thing that Lufkin, shout out to Coach Quick and his coaches stuff. They did a great job in their time here. And, you have to keep the tradition going. Like Lufkin football is something that's very powerful, very strong. How you doing, Coach Carr?
What's happening, fellas? Y'all all right?
Oh yeah, we're just talking a little bit about the Lufkin High School football coaching opening.
You got to open it at Lufkin?
Yes, sir. It's open. Been about 2 weeks. Your coach retired.
So you mean I chimed in at the right time, right?
Huh?
Yeah. At the right time.
You came at the right time, and
hey, Coach. I say, hey, if they don't want to get our guy, that's the Lufkin alumni down there at Jack Yates. They definitely can come down to Dallas and take Coach Carr.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Coach Thomas down at Yates.
Yes, sir.
Man, he turned that program around, man. What y'all waiting on?
Well, like I was saying, that's a sore subject to some, but I think he's the most, I think he's qualified. He's been here, he knows the tradition, he knows what it takes to be a Panther. He's got his experience as a head coach now. He got the Yates, took over that program and got it going in the right direction. And Yates has made the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And people can sit there and say, well, they're not playing anybody through district, but if you go look at the film and stuff, he is working with what he has. He is making it work with what he has. And you go play a lot of these teams, you just get outsized. And there's nothing you can do in that situation, but line up, play 4 quarters. Either you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. And I just people can throw all the negativity out there at him, and all the things they got to say about him, but he's a proven winner. He's won his whole career.
So what's the negative?
People sound like.
Yeah,
people say he hasn't really had a lot of experience.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna ask this question because I'm gonna sound naive when I say this. What has Lufkin done?
Huh?
What has Lufkin done?
Won state 01. Been a powerhouse the last 20 plus years.
Define powerhouse.
We won district this year, went undefeated in district. We produced some top tier athletes. We played a lot of playoff.
Powerhouse, I'm saying y'all are consistently the forefront of what we talk about in high school football. Right? 2001 was 24 years ago. Right? How old are you? You might be what, 30?
25. See
what I'm saying? You weren't even born when they won that. You might
I was one.
You was one. Okay.
There at the Astrodome.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put this in perspective, so like the people don't get mad at me when I say this. What has Lufkin done? Yes, you have put out good athletes, which goes against you because you haven't been making those deep playoff runs. Y'all are no different than Jack Yates right now.
Oh, I agree. Like I agree to disagree on it, but you can't take when you talk Texas high school football, you got to throw Lufkin in the mix.
We don't talk. We haven't talked about Lufkin being relevant in high school football in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, on this side, Lufkin.
I'll put it in perspective. I went to Carter. Right, you would want Texas high school football when you say high school football. You want to mention Carter. You want to mention Lufkin.
That's like saying Mojo. You can't really mention Odessa anymore.
Well, Mojo went second round?
We went second round.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like that's not relevant for Lufkin standards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying.
What's been the problem?
I think at some point you're gonna have to get back to part of it. You got to know what you are, not what you was. Know what you are, and I think Coach Thomas will come in and take you where you want to go. If he could do that with Yates, imagine what he could do with Lufkin.
And I agree 100%. But you got to I know what we're capable of doing as a hiring, hiring somebody, but I don't know why I agree with you. I don't know why you don't give him a chance.
He's one of y'all, right?
He bleeds purple. He's born and raised Lufkin.
What are we talking about?
It's the same thing with Riley. Look at Riley Dodge. Do you think
But
Riley
that's what I'm
Dodge?
saying.
Do you think Riley Dodge was sitting at home worried about getting that job at Southlake?
No,
It was
I'm
already
with
a done deal.
29 years
I'm with
old.
you. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%. You know, that's where I think people kind of get it miss the biggest misconception. You can go and find a good coach to take over that program. Or you're gonna find a cat that's gonna come in that program and want to be there forever. You're gonna find a cat that doesn't bleed in them that same purple. Know what it's like to play in them big games. Know what it's like to go into them rivals against Longview. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it and you take it and put it in perspective, man, don't drop the ball.
And he got a Dez Bryant endorsement.
See what I'm saying?
If I had anything to do with that hiring, you know, I would agree with you.
No, you do. You absolutely do. Because you got a platform.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know,
you say "but" a lot. You got to stop saying that.
You can do everything you want to in your power. Like you can get on there, voice your opinion. You know, get on there and say whatever you got to say. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do.
Correct, but you can control the controllables, right? You can control what you can control.
They put out a survey today. We had the option to go in and fill out a survey today. The district put out, and I hope everybody took their time to go out there and voice their opinion and say what they had to say.
Did you put it on social media?
As soon as I saw it was posted, I posted on 3 different platforms.
That's what I'm saying. So let's talk about it.
I think that's the one I retweeted, right?
Yeah, you retweeted it. Like, as soon as I got it, I sent it in the podcast group chat. I sent it in 2 of my other group chats. Then I put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook.
Right. You control what you control.
Every show I've been recording, you can ask Jeremy before we started. I said, we got to talk about the Lufkin opening. Like, we got to talk about it because it's a big thing. This is
it is.
This community eats, sleeps, and breathes football. So therefore, you got to go out and get the answer to it. And obviously, the answer, everybody knows it. Everybody's been saying it. Everybody knows it. The guy went to Yates. He took over Yates. He got Yates back in a good standard program. If you didn't know this, Yates had a low percentage. I'm not going to go there. But he did everything the right way. He has built himself up for this position. He has a great track record. You go back and you watch this guy, and he did great things at Lufkin. He went on and he kept coming, Lufkin this, Lufkin that. Then he comes back to Lufkin as a position coach, and then he leaves and he builds himself up for this opportunity. Why not give him a chance?
Well, I'm gonna ask this question because I don't know the dynamic of Lufkin, so I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Has Lufkin ever had a black head coach?
I don't know the 100% answer to that because I've only been alive 25 years, and I only know.
In your 25 years, have they had a black head coach?
In football or any other sport?
Man, you know what I'm talking about.
No, we've not had one. We've had 2 coaches in my 25 years.
Okay, so you've never had a black head coach?
No, sir.
Is Lufkin ready for a black head coach?
I don't know why we wouldn't be.
But you haven't had one.
Yeah, but I don't think that'd be an issue.
Okay. So we're gonna take that off the table.
Yeah,
okay, Matt. Right? We take that off.
Hold on. Before we take that off the table, who are some of the names that you hearing other than RT, which seem to just be coming from you and Dez Bryant? So, what other name is coming from somewhere else?
I've read, the center coach, the Mount Enterprise coach. That's just what I read, and that's just on an online forum. These guys,
Who coach?
Center and Mount Enterprise.
Are those East Texas teams?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they're looking for somebody that has East Texas ties?
No, those are just 2 guys that applied so far. They posted.
Oh, okay, that's on. So you only had 2 people to apply for the job so far?
I'll read you what they posted. I'll read it to you. It said, heard today of 2 probable applicants, no way to confirm, but good sources. Was told coach from Center and coach from Mount Enterprise were among the applicants.
All right. I don't even know who those schools are. Never heard of.
So they're both like, I want to say 3A schools, 2A, 3A.
Listen, if they feel like they can take Lufkin's job, that means they feel like they're some good coach.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna go against a coach, right? I'm never gonna say this coach not qualified to do.
Yeah,
that.
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know them dudes, right? So that'd be blasphemy to say that. What I will say is this: I know Coach Thomas.
I played for him. He's my baseball coach.
You see what I'm saying? You play baseball? Was you any good?
I was all right.
You was all right. Okay. So you got.
I didn't have a career in it.
Hey, listen, man, it's okay, man. You know, I ain't gonna hold the fact that you got a Texas shirt on. Did you graduate from Texas?
No, I did not.
You just a fan?
Yes, sir. I'll be at DKR Saturday.
So is that why you brought J Mac on?
Texas fan, but he loves high school football also.
Man, boy, you Longhorns ain't nothing, boy. I'm telling you.
You know, Coach Carr went to Michigan. He's a Michigan guy.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't shake your head. We got a national title. Until you can have these conversations with us here recently.
What I'm saying, Texas doesn't have a national championship. Texas didn't walk in the big house in Barishaw this year.
What was you won when you
Texas
got there?
didn't walk in the big house in Barishaw this year.
They beat us, yes.
And Barishaw at the big house.
No, embarrassing is y'all going one and done in the playoffs.
Quinny, you think Clemson's gonna beat us?
Who?
Clemson.
Clemson. I think it's quite a few teams gonna beat y'all. And the
Well,
only reason why I say
you got a few teams you got to get past the first round.
listen. The only reason why I say that is because J Mac is on here. If he wasn't on here and we had a conversation in private, I'd probably give you a different answer. But for now, and because I know y'all teaming up on me and trying to take shots, until y'all can get in the playoffs and win a playoff game, don't holler at me.
All right, back to Lufkin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Back to Lufkin. If y'all go ahead and get my man down to Mr. Thomas, Coach Thomas down there at Yates, I think y'all see the change in y'all program in Europe.
And I agree with you, but like I said, I don't have any control of that. I can voice my opinion and do everything I can in my power to get the word out there. And we've had a bunch of former players put the word out there, so like you got people out here advocating for him. It's just the fact that why is this even a conversation?
Well, because they got to make sure they're getting it right.
No, I understand that, but why is this? I understand the job has to stay open for a certain amount of days. I get all that. But why are we making this such a long process?
Well, it just came open though, didn't it?
2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, you got to give it 14 days. Y'all
Yeah.
be all right. Listen, there's plenty of jobs been open, man, for longer than that. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing about it. A lot of times in that situation, man, they got guys that's playing in state championships that they looking at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the other thing. I always hear people say, hey, I'm going to go get a guy off Duncanville staff. I'm going to go get a guy off Sox staff. That doesn't equate winning. It doesn't translate. Yeah, you can see it. You can see how it's being done. But it's just like the North Shore. 2 years ago, when my man left North Shore, I told J Mac, I said they're not going to be the same team anymore. They're not going to be North Shore that North Shore is. I've never seen a head coach. I never met him. I never seen anything. I just know that when you're following a legend is a legend for a series of decisions that they make in big time games that you may not make. Will be the difference in winning those games, whether it's preparation or actual end game. You know what I'm saying? So I think for you guys, man, the fact that y'all haven't been relevant like that, I think Coach Thomas is coming into a situation, or whomever it is, a great situation, because we're just operating on expectations, right? Like we're not operating on past, right? Like, yes, meaning in the past, just like Carter, we've been a great program, but we're no longer that. So we have to operate in what we are. You know what I mean? And y'all had a back that went to Notre Dame a couple years ago. So y'all had talent to come through there.
We didn't make the playoffs that year.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
But
not
he was
the talent.
good.
We didn't make the playoffs 4 years in a row.
What? Y'all ain't made the prep. So you still hollering that y'all relevant? Man, y'all ain't there.
We went undefeated in district last year.
Yeah, did y'all make the playoffs?
We got beat out in the second round.
Okay, so you did go to the playoffs. So y'all did not go. You
No,
said you didn't go in 4
we
years.
missed this was the first year in 4 years he made the playoffs.
Really? Well, congratulations, man. That's big.
I don't know if that's a slug or not.
It's
Probably is, but don't worry about it. Probably is. Probably.
We had a great running back, Keedron Young. He's getting ready to gear up for the playoffs and get ready to play. But he was a great back. He broke every record, I think, as a running back at Lufkin.
Yeah.
But we did not. We missed the playoffs. We got beat by Longview.
You know Trent Early?
Yes, sir.
That's my guy. Trent getting ready to play for a national championship.
I saw that on
McKinney,
Facebook.
man. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, big up to Trent, man. That's dope. We worked together at UT, man.
Okay, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, we might not be what we used to be. You might be.
You don't have to worry about that. I know I'm right, but it's all good.
you might be right.
It's okay.
But we're trying to get that back on the path. We're trying to get that back on the right path.
Well, trying is for the weak, doing is for the strong.
Well,
if you want to get back on the right path, go down to Jack Yates and get that coach.
If I had the authority and the say, I'd be sitting on 50. I'd be on 59 right now with a contract in my hand and whatever the hell else I need. Ready to get down. Ready to get him down there. Ready to hit the ball running January 1st. I'd be.
You want to kidnap somebody?
Nah, I don't want to go to jail.
You don't want to do that?
Nah, I'm good on that.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right, well, let me know, man. I know people.
Well, I'm good on that. I'm not. Yeah.
Let me know, man. We can get it. Hey, listen, we can get it together, man.
I would make it a day in jail.
You won't go to jail. You won't get caught right away.
Right away. Yes. There's a 50-50 chance I do get caught.
Hey, it's a possibility, man. But I ain't saying you're gonna get caught.
But as far as y'all's area, have y'all seen a similar situation like this besides Southlake?
Carter. I think when you look at our program, right, and look at where it was and where it is now, and this is not a shot at nobody, but we've hired a lot of East Texas coaches, and none of them pan out. Coach Wilson did a great job at Carter, getting us to the fourth round and getting us back to where we was rolling. The downside of it is that wing tee and those no-name uniforms in a time where Skyline and Coach Samples was coming through didn't merge the right way. You know what I mean? It did more harm than good. And then if you look at us now, man, we celebrated going to the second round of the playoffs a couple years ago.
We did too. I'm telling you, hey, I walked in that game in New Caney, and you're driving in. You've been I think it's Randall Reed.
Okay, where's that at?
In New Caney.
Oh no, I've never been.
It's a new stadium. It's really nice. So when you pull in, you pass. You pull up on a 1-lane road. You turn, and I mean, it was cars everywhere. When you pull into Jerry Road for the state championship game, like that, those two parking lots that everybody parks in, it's just people everywhere. So we pull in, we get out, put my shoes on. We're walking in. I'm fine. I'm fine. The whole ride there, I was fine. I could at work that day. I'm sitting there at work. I'm watching film. I'm about to go out there and coach. I'm fired up. And
did you have your boots on?
Huh?
Did you have your boots on?
No, I didn't have boots on. I wore some Jordans to the game. I call them black and white, but they have a name to them.
Okay.
They're black and white, but I couldn't tell you the right name.
Oh, God.
Okay, no, keep going. I'm with you.
Those cars have a great time.
These.
Oh yeah, the Concord zone.
Yeah, I wore a pair of those.
Oh, that was wrong. Did your feet hurt?
No, they're actually really comfortable. It was my third time wearing them since I've had them for a year.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So
you had your black and white on. You was ready.
Huh?
So you was ready. You had your black and white on.
Oh, I was fired. We walk in, and I mean, it's purple. Both teams are purple. But on our side, we had it it was packed out. And like the whole day, like I've been telling everybody, I'm like, I stopped by the barbershop, got a haircut. I'm telling everybody, and they're like, we're going to win. Everybody's like, you dumb as hell. I'm like, no, we're going to win. So I get there, and like the whole community's out. The band's like fired up, and we get out there, and it didn't go as I planned, like I thought it was. And that whole drive home, it was just like silence. It was me and one of my buddies that runs a podcast with me, and a guy that played for Lufkin, played college ball. He actually plays in the CFL right now. We all rode together, all grew up together. We've ride in silence for like 30 minutes, and then we just break the ice and start talking about it. And it's just like, we just didn't see it happening, but it happened.
All right. So that lets you know exactly where Lufkin stands, right? And that's why I say I can relate to you. So we won the first round of playoffs, and I think we beat Sulphur Springs.
We beat the shit out of Millby.
Yeah, so this is the
second home.
Look,
we tailgated. We tailgated for the game. We like got there early, cooked. We thought like I remember walking in my boss's office the week prior, and I told my boss like I need December 21st off, and he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Lufkin's going to be playing for a state championship," and he was like, all right, like we'll go if they get there. And I'm like, no, we're gonna go. I was telling people we want Aledo.
Okay, listen. Yeah, you're a fanatic. So I mean, sometimes you just gotta know who and what you are. You know what I mean? And it's okay. Like I am. Listen, if I'm Coach Thomas, the first person I'm calling is you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got full access to the program. You know what I mean? Because your energy and you're naive. So
I'm naive.
Yeah.
That's just the youth. That's just youth. I don't think he's naive.
Yeah, cause listen. He's a fanatic. So his naivety.
I love Lufkin. Like I take off work.
I know.
I will take off work early to get to a Lufkin game.
I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. Like you go into every game saying to yourself, "This the one."
Yes, I had when we were getting ready to play Jonah Williams Galveston Ball before Jonah Williams got hurt. I was telling people we don't give a shit about Jonah Williams, even though he's gonna be a horn, respect and love him. But I thought we were that good. Like I knew we were that good this year.
And what happened?
We came out the game, and we played College Station numerous years in a row. Like we knew what they like to do. If you watch the film, like I did at work, like they love to zone everything. They like to run everything outside. They like to get behind those big guys. Those big guys like to get to the second level and block. We knew they like to do that. They like to run a bunch of trick plays. They like to get the tight end involved. Like everything they did to us, I saw on film. And I don't coach, but one thing about it, you can't make, you can put kids in position. I'm not even going there because I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, they embarrassed us. They gashed us, and we made some plays, and we didn't make enough plays, and I got sent home sad as hell.
Listen, man, I've been getting sent home sad as hell for a long time. You know the last time I didn't get sent home sad as hell?
When?
Last year in Houston.
What happened?
Well, this year in Houston. You know what happened?
What happened?
Won that championship.
What team?
University of Michigan. And you know what? That was the second one.
You walked into that one, dog.
Yeah, I did. But have y'all ever been to a high school football game and you knew damn well y'all were gonna win it and you didn't win it? Like you just were so you knew this was the year. Like I had no doubt in my mind. Like our defense this year was so good. Our front four were probably one of the best in the state of Texas. Like we were that good. Like that's one thing I will say. In Lufkin, either over the past, either the offense is really damn good, the defense is horrible, or the defense is really good, the offense is horrible. We were good around the ball. Like both sides of the ball, we were good. And I thought no way that College Station had our number this year.
They was good this year, though, boss.
They were really good.
Yeah.
But we were really good. We were the real deal this year.
So y'all was vintage Lufkin?
Yes. It was old Lufkin football. Like we've had some guys on that defense side of the ball in the past years since I've been alive that were, the whole defense was the real deal. But
So they could have played, that defense could have played in any era of Lufkin football.
Not all of them.
Okay, so it wasn't vintage Lufkin.
No. They weren't like, back in the day, like when you had Mandela, Jamarcus McFarland, like those guys, like, we weren't like those, like we didn't have that caliber of guys because those guys were just a different breed, but we had some dogs.
Yeah, ish type players. They was kind of like them ish.
They had tendencies.
Tendencies to get you beat.
They will, and we got beat.
But look, here's the thing though, man. Are they coming back?
No. We lost 40. I think we graduated 43 seniors.
God damn. How many people y'all have on the team?
Over 50.
Your JV had to be good.
I don't think.
Okay. Did your freshman class win district?
Can't answer that.
Did your JV win district?
Can't answer that.
My brother.
I know the 8th grade team's really good.
Hey, we gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. How's our youth football league?
That's a big deal going on in Lufkin right now. We got 2 leagues in the population of a town. I think we got like 38,000 people. And, we got 2 separate leagues. One of the leagues is like the league we all grew up playing in. One's a newer league. They don't get along very good. So,
but where are the players going? They are still going to Lufkin, though, right?
most of them are. You got a bunch. We got a bunch of kids that grew up playing Lufkin football that moved out over the years due to the way the program was being ran.
So you think they'll come back?
It depends who gets the job. I'll say that.
So do you think Coach Thomas is a guy that can galvanize the community?
Yes. Yes. He I know, I've known him a long time and had a good relationship with him. Like, I know the kind of guy he is and what he stands on. Like, when he was coaching us, like, he didn't take 75% or 80% or 90%. If you weren't giving him 100%, he was right here. But, like, Coach Thomas is one of those guys that made you want to do it. You know what I mean? You play for a lot of guys that, like, he's a good coach, and then you play for a guy that you feel like would go stand on that same battle line with you and fight with you. And that's
we had him on the show, man.
That's what he texted me and told me.
Yeah.
He actually said they don't mean any harm. They roasted Yates. It's all love.
That's my guy.
Yeah. Listen, we gonna talk that noise, man, and but we love great coaches. You know what I mean? And
he's the kind of guy, if you're in the weight room doing something that you think is crazy because he told you to do it, he's the kind of guy that will get in there and show you that he can do it, and then he's gonna talk to you and make you feel like shit because you can't do it, and then you're gonna find a way to do it because of the way he made you feel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just a leader. Like, it's just one. Like, if he tells you to go run 4 miles, most coaches can't go run 4 miles. He gonna go run 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just the kind of guy he is. That's the personality he has. Like, he is not gonna make you do something that he never did or can't do.
It sounds like you got you a coach crush. Let me tell you about these coach crushes. Because I got a coach crush. My coach crush told me I said something that he didn't like. And he didn't realize whatever I said was just motivation for him because he got the job done. But he's still my coach crush. Oh, Coach Gates over there in North Crowley. When you find you a guy that you stand behind, man, typically it's because he has the morals and he's a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? And so when we had Coach Thomas on, man, we gave him a hard time because it got ugly for him against Carter High School.
Very.
But that same year, he turned that thing around and took that team to the playoffs. And that might have been one of the most impressive things I've seen out of that team and out of a coach in general. Like, I literally saw him go from, what was that score, J-Max, 65-0 to...
It was bad.
Yeah, to 10 wins in 1 year.
Yeah. We watched that game with his good
But you
friend.
still have people out there saying, well, he's not playing anybody.
Listen, let me tell you something about that. We ain't playing nobody. Man, we don't apologize for winning.
At all.
And it is hard to win. And it is extremely hard to win when you don't have the resources that you need. So, you know, as coaches, it's our job to build a fire, right? It's our job to get people excited about winning. But it's the administration's job to win championships. So as much as we want to say he ain't played nobody, well, let's just be honest. He went to the playoffs twice more than Lufkin did. And who's y'all play? I mean, we want to comparatively speak for the people who saying that. I mean, that's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's if people say that because they have a guy that they want to produce, that they want to promote. It's typically people say things like that because they want to down what you've done and the type of success you've had. But coaches had nothing but success. Like Yates was the doormat of the league at Houston. They're a 10-win team and really a 10-win team back to back. You know what I'm saying? And really did the same thing y'all did, except they just been going to the playoffs a little longer. So I know sometimes I take shots and you just got to pay attention to it.
Well, it's like, it's not that you're taking a shot. Everything you're saying is everything that I've been saying, but it's the fact that, like, I don't understand why they don't, like, as an administration or like whoever, you know, has the ball in their hand, like, why would you not be wanting a hometown guy, like, you know, that's done all these things that you said?
So he's going to get an interview. Yeah, he'll get an interview, and that's all you ask for. It's up to him to go into that interview and win them over. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you, some things happen. I remember I interviewed for a job, came out the job. Everybody called me, telling me how good I did in the interview, telling me, man, the job is yours. Everything we hearing, the job is yours. And later that day, I get a phone call from the principal, said he's going another route. Saying he need to go a route where, you know, he needs a teacher, a coach that's been in the classroom before. And I could sit there and tell you 1,000 reasons why that doesn't make any sense, because leaders are leaders, regardless of where you put them at. It doesn't matter. So, but they knew that going into the interview. So for me to make it to a finalist and you're going to disqualify me for something that you know I didn't have, you know, that's their way of saying I'm going to put the weaker, in my opinion, the one person I can get rid of as a finalist to promote my guy. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to look at it like that, you know. But I just did the opposite. I just only got my teacher certification this year. So they can't say that to me now. You see what I'm saying? So for Coach Thomas, it's going to be a situation where he's going to get an interview. If y'all got enough people that's raising hell like that, he's going to get that interview. Enough alumni.
You go to social media, like Luck in social media, like.
He's going to get an interview. And
only name I've heard is Ralph Thomas.
He's going to get an interview. I'm telling you. It's going to happen. And he's going to do great in that interview. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't take that as, you know, they're not going to make the right choice. They're not going to do anything. Them people at Lufkin know what Lufkin needs. Y'all know what Lufkin needs. Texas high school football needs Lufkin to be relevant. That's what we need. It's not Texas high school football if Lufkin is not relevant. It's no different than you want to see Odessa Permian making noise. You want to see Dallas Carter in the playoffs. That has to happen for Texas high school football to, quote, be Texas high school football. And if you want to make that happen for Lufkin, you have to go get somebody, A, who knows that community, who can move in a way where nobody else can move because they wore that color. They wore that purple. It means something to them in their spirit. You know, they want their family to be in that community. You know, so if I'm a guy that's sitting here and I'm hiring a coach, those qualities are the type of qualities I want in my coach. If you as Lufkin High School say that you're going to be a program that breeds winners and champions and leaders of men and people who go out into the world and make a difference in this world, why won't you come back and bring your own back if that's what you preach? A guy that done walk through that, who done lived through that, who grew up in that, who know what that youth football league needs, who can bridge the gap from youth ball. Because I promise, and I almost promise you, a lot of people that's either that has a voice, he either grew up with him, or they taught him, or they coached him. They know what type of man that man is. So if you're sitting there and you're saying this is what you want your program to be, you need to go ahead, make that decision, make that change, and hire a Mike Tomlin.
Let's go.
And like I agree with you like 1,000%. Like everything you said was, real as you could have said it. Like that's the real deal. And like I've touched on all that, like you said, but you get somebody that knows the community, knows the kids, that knows the demographics of Lufkin, that knows what it takes to make Lufkin great again. And I don't have anything in my, no doubt in my mind tells me he's going to come get the youth football league on track because it all starts there. And then you go to middle school and that's when it really starts. And then you get to high school, one thing kids don't realize, freshman JV football means a lot for some kids. And if you look at that kid from North Crowley, Quint Gibson, I don't think people realize what one season can do for you.
Oh, I agree with you. But I also know this though. You cannot be talking about freshman and sophomore if you don't even know what their record is. I need you to go do some homework on your.
Well, it's not freshman football and JV football is not like you go to other schools.
It is.
I agree with you, but you go to other schools and like freshman and JV football is big.
Listen, you're in a one-town city team. If you are not focused on I don't care if you're in the 20 team district, city, DISD, I don't care. You need to focus on your freshman and JV team at all times because those are the future of your program. And no, you don't need 4 years, 3 years to get on the recruiting radar, right? Yes, you need a year depending on what position you play. And then it goes down to, are you putting up Superman numbers? Because if you're just another guy, it don't really matter. But Quentin Gibson's putting up Superman numbers. You see what I'm saying? So here's a little different. Well, here's what I will tell you. Those freshmen and sophomores are going to be seniors one day. And they're going to be Power 5, Power 4 players. And I think that in a town like y'all, you have to not only nourish them jokers, but you doggone got to spend more time with them than you do anybody else. Because walking into a new program, coach is going to inherit so many seniors. Now,
we just graduated 43.
Correct, but you got juniors on the team.
Sophomores.
Yeah, freshmen. There are a lot of players that and really for him, it's perfect. It's perfect to walk into a situation where you already lost 43 seniors, so you can build your program right now, and put your stamp on it, and still go to the playoffs, but build your program up. You know, I think y'all make a good decision, man. Y'all will be fine. You know what I mean? I know it's rough. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have a lot of good quality coaches that's going to fight for that job.
It's a big job.
It is. As much as we sit here and we laugh and say I haven't been relevant, I mean, that job is still a huge job. Any one city town job is a huge job. Any tradition-based program is a huge job. You just need somebody, like I say, like Coach Thomas, who's going to be there and ain't going to want to leave and transfer. I mean, take another job.
That's a big thing. Like when you hire somebody for a job like this, you got to hire somebody that plans on being there for a while.
Yes.
You can't just go hire somebody that's like, hey, I'm going to come in here for, 3 to 5 years and I'm out. I'm going back home. I want to go back to the city.
Or they looking for a better job, or it's a stepping stone job. And I think that's one of the things that's hurt Carter. Everybody
got up into the third round in 2 years, so
Listen, man, get it right, man. Listen, listen. We down 20. We don't care one way or another.
Yeah, we on the other end. But all I can say is just don't be mad when Coach Thomas is in DFW somewhere leading the program and
he put Lufkin on the schedule.
Yeah,
somebody told me if Coach Thomas gets the job at Lufkin, we will be wearing Willow gear.
Well, listen, that's a good thing. And I tell you what, if Coach Thomas don't get that job, y'all need to go travel down to Houston and play them. I would play y'all every year and thump y'all head every single year if you didn't hire me. Listen, I feel that way about Carter. And I told Gilbert that. I told that coach that. If I ever had a chance to play you, I'd beat the hell out of you. I mean that. You know what I mean? And so, because as a guy who loves Carter and like Coach Thomas who love Lufkin, that's gonna hurt him in a way that's gonna fuel him in a way. So let me put it in perspective. I applied for the Carter job. I think it was like around COVID year, and at that particular point, I was associate head coach at Morgan State, and so I applied.
Morgan State.
Yeah.
We used to get when I was a kid. We got trained by a guy named Elvis Franks. He was like big time at Morgan Franks. I think he played for the Browns.
Okay.
Played for Morgan State though, with like all he would talk about was Morgan State football. And I was like, I don't know where the hell Morgan State is.
It's in Baltimore.
Oh, he pull it up and show it to you.
Yeah, did you know that they have more NFL Hall of Famers than a lot of PWIs?
I'm sure he told me that.
Yeah, I think they got 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
NFL Hall of Famers. But
I'm sure he told me that.
Allow me to, but anyway. So I'm saying that to say that I don't even know what we was talking about because you interrupted me.
You were talking about scheduling. When you interviewed at Carter.
Oh yeah. So when I interviewed at Carter, the lady told me I wasn't qualified. Okay, to be the coach of Carter. I mean, I had already coached the University of Michigan, University of Texas. I built the recruiting department at Michigan. I coached under Harbaugh, Strong, Brady Hope. You know what I mean? So I had already had way more experience than people who got the job or was interviewing for the job. But what it did to me, it fueled me in a way where in a couple of years I ended up coaching in the NFL. You know what I mean? Coaching in the Pro Bowl. Like my career ended up going like this. So for a coach, if he doesn't get that job, I would feel bad for y'all because he's not only gonna drag y'all if y'all ever play each other, but then y'all gonna be walking around there mad like, man, we should have hired such and such. So whoever's the coach for that team, if he ain't winning, y'all gonna give him hell. So you better go get Coach Thomas now.
Right.
Listen, he's already ready. He got his bags packed. He done called a realtor at Longview. Lufkin. He done found him 30 acres that he want to go buy. He want to build his forever home. He want to build a home and have his forever kids with his forever wife. He want to invite his team over there on his farm. He gonna build a football field so they can practice and have camp. You know what I mean? He gonna be like Denzel. And remember the Titans. He gonna have 5 plays. He gonna say, "You killing me, Petey."
Man, I hope it all works out like that, man. It would be nice because I know one thing, we need it. You know, you gotta, like you said, you gotta light that fire again. You got 43 seniors out the door. It's a perfect time for him to come in and take over, get us a Willow gear. And
We're gonna have you right. Listen, I'm telling you, a lot of schools are in the playoffs right now because of Willow. We got a team right now that's playing for a state championship. That's a Willow school. We listen. I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Winning is contagious. It is contagious. It's like catching the flu. And the only people who win are winners. Because a loser don't know how to win. It's the hardest thing you could change. It's to turn a loser to a winner. And I know you rubbing your head, and I'm not calling y'all losers. You know, I wouldn't dare do that because y'all are lucky. Y'all been taking enough L's. But why?
Why you, man? What do you got against Lufkin, man?
I don't. That's what I'm telling you.
Jeremy, help me out here, man.
Hey, he don't, but Coach Carter's gonna shoot slugs just as long as we keep talking.
Come on, man.
All right, what do you want me to say?
Let's hit these games. Well, we'll show Coach Thomas plenty of love. If they ain't figured out they supposed to hire Coach Thomas, then don't worry about it. Just watch him play somewhere else and put y'all on the schedule.
That's it.
Nah, we'll start with the state championships. Hopefully get back there one day. You said it's been 24 years, but
y'all be there at that hire Coach Thomas. I'll get back there sooner than later.
Either that or just move to Longview.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare do that shit.
Yeah, y'all need to combine schools. Listen, right now both y'all rocking L's.
Man, all right, we'll start off with Stanford and Ganado.
Oh my God.
Who?
We got to talk about Woodville, Malakoff, and Gunner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we only gonna talk about the team, but they played for state championships and won it last year, right?
Who, Gunner?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Didn't Malakoff win it last year?
Yeah,
yeah, they did.
I think they did.
Is that where Terry Bussey went to school?
No, that's Timpson.
No, that was Timpson.
Oh, Timpson. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Carthage, Waco, La Vega.
That's
Carthage.
better. We can start there.
Yeah, that's easy. We can start there.
Carthage is it's no reason to even talk about. They're a powerhouse.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
How in the hell is Carthage a 4A school and year after year they are bigger than 6A schools?
Coaching, kids buy into the program at an early age. They want to be a Carthage Bulldog. They follow the plan. Got a great coaching staff over there, and that's just pretty much it. You know, when you wake up, eat, breathe, sleep, Carthage football as a kid, and you get to that time, you want to go win a state championship like the guys back in the day. So it's not hard to do when you have that coaching staff, you know, molding those kids. Look at Longview.
Man, so that breeds 6'6" outside linebackers.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a country one horse town, but
Is that where like all the athletes reside? Because it's some DNA going around in the water, man.
You know, I was told
got some dudes.
I was told something today that the start running back from Carthage is from Lufkin.
I can believe it.
How many more? How far is Carthage from left?
Probably 45 minutes.
Oh,
Coach
hell
Thomas, go get your kids.
yeah. Coach Thomas, go get them babies.
Yeah.
From my house to Carthage, it's an hour and 18 minutes. It's 65 miles.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See
And
that hard.
I
To get
love
there.
watching them play. Coach Surratt is this is championship number 10.
You know, his son's a starting quarterback.
And he's just a junior. The
He's a
majority
junior.
of that team juniors.
I think they got beat out last year by Gilmer.
Yeah, they did.
But when he makes it to state, I believe they undefeated, right? Yeah.
No, they lost to Kilgore.
In state?
Oh, no, at state, they got beaten state like 3 or 4 years ago. I think Gilmer beat them in state.
I don't have to check that. I
Didn't
don't think they
Gilmer win
lost in
state last year? Gilmer beat them last year in the playoffs, didn't he?
And in the playoffs, it wasn't state though.
Yeah, it won state.
No, they lost at state to somebody. So
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, they lost in 2021, I believe. Let me see.
Was it state?
Yeah, they lost to China Springs.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah,
I remember that game.
I
Yeah.
do too.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
That's still impressive. They're going for number 10 though.
It
Yeah,
is.
they're right down the road from us. Yeah, it sucks.
I know. Can you imagine all them ballers down the street from y'all?
Yeah, it sucks. Longview's probably the same distance, if not closer. Woodville is probably 30 minutes away from Lufkin. They're going to play for a damn state championship.
Hey man, I don't want to keep opening that wound.
Salina versus Kilgore. I'm taking Kilgore.
Is that Solana versus
I mean,
Gilmer?
Salina. I said Salina. Salina versus Kilgore, yeah.
Yeah, I know you listen to a different type of music.
What kind of doggone Willow, boy? I hope Coach Thomas warned you before you brought us on here, man. Dripping with salt. I like Solana though.
I do too. I like
Now
Solana.
Kilgore is pretty tough. Now that's a little farther down, right? That's closer towards Tyler.
Yes. No, you said where? Kilgore?
Yeah,
Yeah, is Kilgore closer to Tyler or?
Then Lufkin?
yeah, then Lufkin.
Yeah, it's probably closer to Tyler. It's like, I think it's right by Carthage, if I'm sure.
I was about to ask you, was Carthage and Kilgore next to each other?
Let's see.
Because I used to hear stories of those kids going in between both of those schools.
And Gilmer's up in there somewhere, right?
It's 44
Well,
minutes.
Gilmer is more.
Kilgore is right by Longview, actually. Carthage
Yeah.
is Carthage is kind of close to Louisiana.
No wonder they good.
Yeah, Gilmer is more in there towards Big Sandy. Back
Okay,
in that
yes,
way.
Sandy. Yeah, okay. Okay, we good. But yeah, give me Solana, man. They is on a mission.
Yeah, they're good. They're real good. South Oak Cliff versus Richmond Randall. I'm taking South. I went and watched them play against PNG the other day. I got off work, drove down there, and they're physical. They're athletic. Great coaching. They do the little things right. Defense plays hard. Running back is a dog. Shout out to Reggie McNeil Jr. You know, South Oak Cliff is the real deal this year.
Yeah, they about the same size as Carthage.
Richmond Randall, like, they're 15-0. I think they're a good team. I think they've only been open 3 years. So I figured out something yesterday. So the head coach at Randall, the school is named after his dad.
Yes.
So I figured that out yesterday. And apparently
How
he has
dope
a
is
brother
that?
that coaches at Fort Bend.
Yeah, but how dope is that to be coaching at a school named after your pops?
And playing for a state championship in your third year there.
Yeah, yeah. Now they probably gonna get the brakes beat off of him, but he needed to just hold his head up high.
Coach Carr, what do you think about that game?
They gonna get beat by 40.
What do I think? I think they got Black Jesus. You know, as long as you got Black Jesus, you got a chance. You know who
That's
Black
actually
Jesus?
the running back nickname.
Oh,
Landon Callis.
yeah, he's a dog. I watched him play. Was that 2 weeks ago against PNG, and they had no answer for him.
Yeah, so we played. I watched him play Little League football when he was playing for Pearland down there, the Hurricanes, and I saw him come up here at AT&T Stadium, oddly enough, and beat a very good Pac Prime team, UT, which that Pac Prime team is the same team that's at North Crowley right now. So, you know, I think for them, one person is not going to beat South. They have a doggone good defense. Now, if you haven't looked at their defense and their defensive line, sir, you are missing a treat. They got two. No, I'm talking about.
Oh, Randall, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, they got two of them, man, that can flat out go. You know, change the line of scrimmage. They're active. You know, one got power and finesse. The other one got a lot of finesse. You know, so I would love to see them guys go against South. I just think that up front on both sides of the ball, and then you sprinkle in your athletes, and then you sprinkle in coaching that's been there. I think that's going to be something that is going to be it's a monumental task for Richard Randall. And I just think that, you know, at the end of the day, when you're talking about the run game and stopping the run and special teams, those are three things that Sox do very well. So if you do those things well, you're going to be in this position every year.
Yeah, I think the first kickoff against PNG, they returned it.
Yeah. So you always got to look at those things, man. And when you started, you know, and they almost had a punt return.
Yeah.
For a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Back, wouldn't it?
Oh, they had to call back. Yeah.
Call back.
So, you know, I just think when you look at those things, man, you're asking a lot. And then plus, I just think soccer's been, since the playoffs started, they have been playing an unbelievable brand of football.
Yeah, Jeremy, I was going to ask you about that because I saw that, like, Coach Todd tweeted out, you know, they scheduled North Shore. They scheduled Atascocita, I believe.
North Shore, Duncanville, and...
Yeah, North Shore, Duncanville, and Longview.
Correct.
So, like, as far, I don't know much about the inside of the program at SOC. Like, what are they doing different that most, you know, schools, you know, are behind on?
Yeah, you please don't watch the show, boy, because you got. I'm gonna sit back and chill on this one. Go ahead, boss.
As far as what, like, I mean,
you know, previous conversation with Coach Thomas, I understand like inner city schools, like it's a challenge, resources. You know, you got to be a father and a coach. But
well, I will say this: Dallas is light years ahead of Houston. Dallas head coaches. Most of them making six figures. In Houston, they probably making 60 to 70. So that's one difference. And I think soccer is different mainly because of the way they set up. I mean, they actually care about football. They want to win, and they show it by supporting what the coaches do. Like, say we ain't got to it, but say look at Crowley, right? Crowley ISD. They support their athletics across the board. They got one school in state. The other school went to the third round. You know, so basically, I think SOC is doing different than any other inner city school is. They from top to bottom, they care. I just leave it like that.
Coach Carr?
I can just tell you this flat out. Again, it's kind of where you go back to what we was talking about. Coaches win games. That's their job, to win games. But administration wins championships. And so at SOC, they are vertically aligned from top to bottom. They all speak the same language. They all move the same way. They all do things to help the program. See, what a lot of people don't understand, SOC was a D-rated school a few years ago. Since SOC has went on this run football-wise, they're a B-rated school. So I think, the thing that they're doing different is they're showing you the model of consistency and what it takes to get to that level. And a lot of it is just consistency, man. You got to think about it. They got the same coaches that's been there for years. None of their coaches left to go be head coaches. Maybe one. You know what I mean? It's also a place where, Ty running like Alabama. That's rehab you to be a coach.
He like Nick Saban.
He lost his OC. He went to Stephen F. Austin or Sam Houston or wherever it is he went. He came back. Ty gave him back the OC job again after they had went to the state championship.
So you said he did what?
He brought his OC back that got fired at college. So I want to say Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston.
He was Sam Houston.
He brought him back.
So what did he do with the OC he had?
They worked together.
Yeah. Which is also unique, right? Like
that's great. Like that ain't flying here.
That ain't flying.
Y'all not winning.
Huh?
Y'all not winning. So I ain't trying to take a shot. I'm just saying.
No, you know how to throw those shots and they're perfect.
For real.
But that just goes back to what I'm saying. There are different levels and there are different ways to go about doing things. I think the old way of looking at football has changed. The old way of management has changed. Winning, the core nucleus of winning hasn't changed. How you do things haven't changed. But what you do has changed. So I think that, again, once you put yourself in a position where if everybody's on the same page and we all want to win and we got one goal in mind, why not? If I could bring people in on my staff that's smarter than me, I'm gonna do it every day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not gonna go there because I'm not about to let you talk. I'm not about to talk about Lufkin again, but
smart young man.
Yeah.
Don't spit it out, man. You know you want to.
So we have guys on the staff right now, like young guys, one in particular, and he's been putting together, he's like, when it comes to calling offense and stuff, like he's adapted to like the new age of football. And I think he has a playbook that could have helped Lufkin. He knows he's at that age where, it's he's in that generation where it's he knows how to get his athletes involved. And to win games, your best players have to touch the ball. It's no question about it. I understand it's a team game and everything, but if I'm not putting if North Crowley's not putting the ball in Quentin Gibson's hands 10 plus times a game, then, they're hurting themselves. If Carthage, isn't feeding that running back 20 plus carries a game, they're hurting themselves. If you look at Longview, Southlake did a good job taking the run away. He was steadily chipping away, but he wasn't he broke a couple times, but he wasn't breaking like he's done in the past. And I think if you eliminate one person, it's not even eliminate person. You got multiple athletes on the field. You got to make sure you spread the ball around to your best players. And that's Lufkin. We got a kid named Kevo Taylor. He's uncommitted right now. He's a senior. And I'm talking about a straight dog. When you put the ball in his hands, he's doing something with it every time. And that's one thing I don't like. like, I'm not an OC. I don't get paid to do that. I don't get paid to make the calls. But like from being a recliner football coach like I am and sitting in the stands coaching like I do, I just think you get him more involved. You win. You win that game. And like shout out to the offense OC. We put up I think damn near 40 points. But
So
I just
y'all put up 40 points and lost.
yeah.
Shit. Yeah, you don't need to worry about offense. You can figure out how you're gonna get your defense on the field.
But like, I get that, but like I'm just saying in general, like, you gotta
in general, you want to fix something that ain't broke.
well it's not as trust me, it's not the offense's fault we lost.
Well, who fault was it?
Defense.
They was that bad.
They didn't like we just got you ever like watch the game and you can like you see things, you're like, somebody's just not in place, And like one thing that stuck out to me was they had a slot receiver and he was just running like a little 5-yard, 8-yard curl. And we're playing 10 yards off the ball, So
you don't have no athletes at the corner spot.
We got athletes. That's one thing we've never lacked.
10 yards off.
One thing we've never lacked in Lufkin was athletes and speed.
So why y'all playing 10 yards off?
I don't know.
You didn't go ask that question?
Huh?
You didn't go ask?
No.
You don't want to know?
I didn't want to talk.
Well, since the coach retired, you was happy. You was like, I ain't got to ask that question no more.
Well, like, he's the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't the person in charge of the defense.
Yes, he is.
But I'm gonna let my head coach retire in peace. He did a great job at Lufkin.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying that he's I'm just saying as a head coach, you're responsible for the whole program.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I got you. That he didn't walk over there and ask defense why they can't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah, and like they ran the ball down our throat. The tight end, made some great plays. They ran the ball some more. I think 42-35.
Y'all.
But as close as that score sounds, it didn't look that close.
Oh, did y'all score late or something?
We scored in trash time.
Oh, okay. So y'all was getting blew out before y'all scored.
So the final score in that game was 49-35.
Okay. You lost by 2 touchdowns.
So I think we punted the ball 5 times in a row. We scored 7 in the first.
What was the score going into the fourth quarter?
That's 35. It was over. They scored 1 time in the last quarter. But we scored 7 in the fourth.
We got Southlake and
We scored 7 in the first, 0 in the second, and 14 in the third and the fourth.
Okay, y'all made some adjustments at halftime.
Yeah. All right, Highland Park and Smithson Valley. I'm taking Highland Park. It's a home game.
It is a home game. Who you got, J-Mac? Who you taking in that one?
Oh, I'm going DFW, man. I'm going with the DFW sweep.
I didn't think Smithson Valley would be here.
I did not either.
I did not either.
That was a Summer Creek let that one go. They let that one go, man. What's up, Spoon?
What up?
You all right?
Better now.
Okay, all right. Chump.
So I've been sitting there individually taking bullets about Lufkin. You ever heard that somebody younged off 100 shots?
Yeah.
I just took 100 bullets.
Hey, but Spoon know I wasn't lying. That's why he can't even say nothing.
You didn't get to hear what he had to say, but he said said something.
Spoon's like, man, I know, man. I've been trying to tell him that. But no, man. I like Highland Park. I like Highland Park a lot, actually.
Southlake and Vandergrift.
Ooh.
I'm taking Southlake.
Oh, absolutely. The Lobo Killers.
I'm taking the Dragons. I'm taking my boy Riley Dodge. Similar scenario. We took over, a great program, and he did nothing but make the best with it.
Yeah,
Second state championship.
I like Southlake on this one, and plus I want to see Riley get his first ring.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
that'd be really dope. And was it you or Coach Carr? Coach Carr interviewed Todd Dodge last week, didn't he?
Yeah, I interviewed him the week before.
Okay, you had him the week before, and he had him last week.
And he had him last week, yeah.
So I don't know much about Lovejoy, but I know that Lovejoy's a good, they've always been a good football program. But why do you think he chose Lovejoy?
I don't think he chose Lovejoy. I think Lovejoy chose him.
Yeah. I don't even think he know what the application was.
Yeah.
You don't think he filled out?
Oh, listen. They go ahead, J-Man.
No, basically they just said what we gotta do. What we gotta do.
So the same thing we're gonna do for RT.
Well, that's the same
Same thing
thing
you gonna do for
if
what?
Lefty was serious about turning their program around that they would do.
Yes.
You go find the best available candidate, whether he applied or not, and say, what do we need to do?
Jalen, you've been watching all those mob movies. Lovejoy made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Make him a made man.
Yeah.
He was already made.
He's been made.
Program.
He's been made. He's what.
Listen, they told Todd, look at here, man. You got one job on. That's to beat the other Todd. That's the only reason why we hiring you. It's the only reason why. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna dump a whole lot of money. How do you think he went and hired his coordinators who were already sitting head coaches?
Yeah.
Think about that.
So do you think this year was just a sample of what he's about to do?
Look at what they did. You heard the interview.
I did.
He feels good about what he got coming back.
There's a myth around Lufkin that he wanted to come to Lufkin in 2011 when Coach.
I think that myth was spread by you.
Nah, I was way too young for that.
No, he would have came. So let me tell you another myth. But this is facts. When we hired Alan Wilson, we had a chance to hire Coach Samples.
At Carter?
Yeah.
But I thought Samples. No, he wasn't at Carter.
He was at Lincoln.
Lincoln,
And
yeah.
then he went to Skyline.
Why didn't y'all hire him?
Because you had Alan Wilson, who was 2-time state champion. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you didn't hire a good coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people understood who Coach Samples was getting ready to become.
Well, he did that.
One was just for show.
For sure.
So the game that I know y'all are dying to talk about, North Crowley versus Westlake.
This is going to be the game of the weekend.
Yeah.
You got Westlake?
Nah, I know North Crowley's going to win, but
I don't know that.
I ain't gonna say that because
okay. Do y'all remember 2 years? Was it 2 years ago? Who did Westlake play in the state championship?
Southlake.
No, not when they beat Southlake. That was like 3 years ago.
Oh, was it Dengar?
I think it was Dengar. Was it Jackson Arnold?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I will say, Austin Westlake is a damn good football team. They're very disciplined. They do the little things right. They're going to have great special teams. I think they have a great run game this year. And to go beat North Shore is not easy. And the way they beat North Shore is not easy. But I just think it's North Crowley's year. I just think they got too much fire under them. They're too athletic. And there's some dogs out there.
Yeah.
You just don't beat Duncanville not to go finish the mission.
Yeah, but
I might be wrong.
Do you blow out North Shore and can't finish the mission?
I don't think North Shore is that good this year. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of Houston football. I'm more of a Dallas football fan. And I just don't think North Shore has the dogs to beat Duncanville again. You know, all these Dallas schools. Like, I think if we would have saw Duncanville versus North Shore, it could have got ugly this year.
I don't know, man. I mean,
And nothing against North Shore. They've been a great football program. You know, nothing but hats off to them. I just don't think, like you said earlier, Dallas football is here and Houston football is still right here.
I mean, they goose egg Sock.
Yeah, Sock's a 5A program.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't think Sock would make it a 6A football.
Sock probably win 6A D2.
I don't. Okay, 6A D2, they make a run, but I don't think they are just as dominant as they are now.
You don't think Sock can play South Lake?
Yeah. But I just don't think there is. I think they're good, but I don't think they're as dominant as they are now.
Okay. All right.
You put them in 5A D1, are they still that good?
Yeah.
I think they beat Highland Park. I don't think people really understand how good this Sock team is.
Yeah, I think I really don't.
This team this year
Really good.
is really good.
Yeah.
Like they really could compete 6A. Now I'm not saying they'll beat North Crowley. I'm not saying they'll beat Westlake.
I don't think anybody can beat North Crowley except for North Crowley. That's like the momentum that they have coming into this. I don't think it's going to be close.
I do think it's gonna be close. I just think Westlake, man. I watched that Westlake team, and I'm gonna tell you, it ain't nobody they can't match up with up front, offense and defense. Nobody. So now you even that out, and I look at their defense. There's a reason why their defense is so good. There's some different kind of cats, man. They some different, like, where they breeding them at? I mean, have you seen that defense? Everybody's tall, long, athletic.
They've always been like that.
If they always been like that, they will always be.
Westlake is a prodigy of just like Southlake. They're always going to be big. They're going to be physical. They're going to be athletic.
No, I've been watching Southlake. They don't look like Westlake. I promise you. Riley wish he had that team.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you. I'm not saying Westlake will win, but I just do not think it's gonna be a blowout, man. Because
Did you think that about the DeSoto Longview game?
No, no. Nobody that watched football thought it was gonna be like that.
I didn't think it was. I thought I know what kind of team Longview is.
Longview was just hoping to keep it close.
Did y'all think Longview was gonna win that game?
No. The second it started raining, I thought maybe.
Right. Because
weather played a big part.
The elements was in favor of Longview.
Absolutely.
That's Longview Lobo football. We're gonna keep the ball on the ground. We're gonna keep the ball on the ground. You're gonna have to stop my big guy. And that's another thing people ain't talking about. If you watched that Southlake Longview game last week, Boosie had a great game, but that big boy, the number 2 back, he toted that rock.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say Boosie had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
I think for the most part they contained Boosie.
They did.
He had a stretch.
He broke.
Yeah, where if you come back, well, I want to say at the end of the half when they got that turnover,
yeah,
he had a stretch where he put together some really good runs. But what did it for me was when they had the 4th down, and when Southlake went for it and they didn't get it, and Longview ran Boosie 3 times in a row for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that whole play series was part of the game because you got to think about Southlake gets the ball back, and goes and kicks the field goal.
And I know you did say earlier that, about Lufkin, but, we did lose Longview 7-3.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, man, y'all went to the second round of playoffs this year. Bravo.
We did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's big. Like, I can't say nothing because Yeah, we got drugged by Silver Springs in the first round. And
Like Sulphur Springs.
yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I know about Sulphur Springs, they got a good vet.
Yeah.
They got some
That's what I'm
athletes over
saying.
there.
See what you just did? That's a slug. See that? See that? You see how you did that?
It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
nice.
Spoon had the same shoes that I did on at the game.
Well, he had the 11 Concord.
The black and white Jordans.
Space Jam.
Sir, they're called the 11 Concord.
Black and white.
No, nobody calls them black and white.
No one calls them black and white.
Well, one.
Well,
All right, man, black and white.
Oh.
Do I not call them that?
I ain't gonna listen, man. Listen, you can call them whatever you want to call them. What did they say? You can call it blue dog shit for all I care.
But it's gonna be some great football played this weekend at Jerry World.
I think so.
It is. It is.
Are y'all gonna be there?
Yes.
Yeah.
J-Mac not gonna be there Friday. He got to work. But I'm trying to tell him to bring his change of clothes, so when he passed by, he could just stop. He might have to take his truck to home that night. But you've been working there for 30,000 years, so they'll let you take it home. They know
But you know what? They usually be running late. I'll probably go ahead and run up there.
Sock has a Friday night game this year.
Yeah, and that's what I thought about. Like Sock played Friday
You
night.
can't miss that.
Texas played at 3:00 Saturday, so I'm probably gonna miss Raleigh.
You're gonna miss the Texas. You're gonna miss South Lake playing for a state championship over the Texas game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because listen, they might be one and done. So you got to watch whatever you can get out of them.
And bro, you missing it? You going to the game?
Yep.
I got NFHS.
Hey,
Look, J-Man, we've
I
been
got
trying to
FanDuel.
You do. And you got YouTube TV.
Yep.
So you can watch the game. Anybody listen, you mean to tell me we've been doing this how long, J-Mac?
3 years now.
And we've been to 3 state championships. And here we are. And let's put this in perspective, J-Mac. First year we went, we had to sit in the stands.
Yeah.
Second year we went, we was on the field. Talk about progression.
Yep.
And now you all of a sudden you don't want to go.
I'm breaking the streak this year. It's been 3 years for me too.
That's that foolishness on both of y'all parts.
You would not rather go watch Michigan play in the playoffs if y'all had a chance to be in the playoffs?
Sir, I did go watch Michigan play in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was last year. Well, last year.
Well, actually, we were defending national champions until it's a new one.
But y'all make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I did last year and went home too.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you something, little orange guy. Okay? Until y'all hoist up that trophy, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. And then y'all had a coach who talked, oh, we're not going to be playing flags. This is not what we do. Y'all went there in Auburn and put one right in the middle of our field. All we did was just go back and try to regroup and figure out what we need to do. We weren't going to waste that time trying to defend the field. We just lost.
Walk your trap, take over your trap.
Yeah, you did. Now y'all apologizing for it. So, I mean, like...
We didn't really want that dope.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. That W put y'all at number 2 in the country, man. Everything y'all asked for. Then what y'all do? Go lose to who? Who y'all lose to?
We were number 1 in the country too.
Okay, who y'all lose to?
Georgia.
Twice.
And who else?
Twice.
Georgia.
And the SEC championship, right?
We'll see them in the national championship if they make it.
Well, you're not sure if y'all gonna make it. And watch this. I want y'all to win. I'm a Texas homer. I love everything Texas. All right, except for when y'all go against San Augustine. It's just what it is. Listen, when I worked there and I walked by those trophy cases, you know what I mean? And that one national championship that y'all won, I think the year before that, y'all beat Michigan and prepare y'all to that national championship in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
You ought to thank us for that. You ain't been back since. Matter of fact,
Ooh.
if y'all win it, thank Michigan again. Y'all might need to go ahead and schedule us every year.
We kind of got to go level up, go play Ohio State.
Why would you have to level up? We beat Ohio State.
Ohio State's in the playoffs.
We beat Ohio State.
Ohio State's in the playoffs.
That's fine. So are y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all lost to Georgia twice.
Good team.
Okay, y'all lost to the same team we beat the hell out of in the national championship.
Yep.
Georgia,
Stop it. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Just stop. Don't keep going. I know everything in you want to keep pushing this thing forward. I got a lot of it.
Ooh.
You know what, Coach Carr?
Yes, sir.
If RT gets this job, and wherever you go next year, we want y'all on the schedule.
Who's y'all?
Lufkin.
Where would I be?
Where you want to be?
If you knew what I know right now, I don't think you want to put that one on the schedule.
6A5A, what is it?
So listen, if you put us on the schedule right now, you might as well schedule your JV and freshman team.
First, you got to find out where they at because he don't know.
I'm gonna be a head coach soon, man. And when I do, I'll call RT. I'm not afraid.
I know you're not afraid. You made that clear earlier. You said you would thump them.
Yeah. Oh, we'll beat the hell out of RT. And that one city town.
You're not beating the Pack.
Shit.
The Pack.
Listen.
You're not beating the Pack.
What's our mascot?
The Panthers. The Panther Cats.
Love the
All
Panthers.
right. Now this is the law of the jungle, as old as true as the sky. And the wolf that shall keep it may prosper, but the wolf that break it must die. For the creeper that girdles a tree trunk, the law runs forth and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. I ain't coming by myself, homeboy.
We ain't coming by ourselves.
Kill
When
us with.
Lufkin football is good, we travel.
You
Hey,
can
Spoon, what you say? What you say, Spoon?
chomp chomp.
Chomp chomp.
Ain't
No,
happening.
listen, man, don't worry about it, buddy. Listen.
Did you hear him drop that Lord of the Rings ass shit right there? Like that was.
He knows some shit. Like he's been giving me shit all night. Like he knows.
He sounded like Gandalf.
Listen, buddy, listen. I'm gonna hip you to something. I call my son Buddy. So when I saw that name, Buddy. Yeah. Same Buddy.
Buddy Garrity.
But yeah, man. Listen, Buddy, that's my son, man. And I'm not calling you my son, even though I could probably be your dad. What's your mama name?
What's my mom's name?
Yeah.
No name.
I think it's the ender, man. This is definitely an ender.
Well,
I was just messing with you.
Coach Carr, I got a lot of love and respect for you.
Me too, man. Love you, fam. For real.
It's been a
Yeah,
great
man.
show. Especially
is
thank
fun.
you for everything you had to say about Lufkin. You know, I know it's hard to hear, but it's the truth. And the way you broke it down was nothing but factual, and I respect it. And if anybody knows me that knows I care about Lufkin football, I care about Lufkin athletics as a whole. But I want to see Lufkin, playing past Thanksgiving, playing around Christmas, playing for that state championship at Jerry Will, because no matter what people say, there's no reason we're not. We got the kids, we got the talent, we got the athletes, we got the community behind us. Like we need that one piece, and that's a coach.
And he's down in Houston, waiting to come home.
And I hope that does happen. Jeremy, I thank you for letting us have you on the show tonight. Shout out to the Horns. Shout out to Dallas football. I'm riding with y'all. Want Southlake to win. Want Crowley to win. I know I'm missing some. Highland Park, all those guys. You know, big shout out to them.
DFW sweet. That's all you gotta say. We want.
And I hope to see it. I hope to see. Y'all did it. Y'all did it before, didn't y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Southside party. It's just that this Southside party we're gonna have a little eggnog.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that we were there 2 years ago and we got invited to go to Marsalis Avenue.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the home of the SOC.
We didn't go over there, but they said it'd been a good time.
Why you
Yeah.
didn't go?
Good ticket to Rudy's Chicken, man. Run your blood pressure up a little bit.
Now we went back to the hotel and just called it a night.
He told somebody
Hold on. You didn't want to go to the parade?
No.
Well, was it because you was in your feelings?
No, I was happy for y'all. Happy y'all won.
So why you didn't go celebrate?
Because I don't know my way around South Dallas.
All right, listen, man. I stay 5 minutes for South. Okay. So let me hit you to something. Just in your future, as you travel through life, right, and you get to, particularly if you want to be a part of sports, never pass up an opportunity to celebrate history.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'd be a great thing, but you know we've been there all day. Just tired.
No. Never pass up an opportunity to celebrate history.
Mhm.
If I have an opportunity to see Lufkin win a championship, and I got an opportunity to go hang out at Lufkin in one of y'all 4 stop signs, I'm going to go do that.
You don't know how big Lufkin is. We got Sam's, we got a mall, we got Walmart, we got Chick-fil-A. Like we got plenty of restaurants. We got a nice country. We got a nice golf course. Like it's a lot of stuff here.
Okay, my bad.
We got an interstate coming through us.
Granted, the mall almost got foreclosed on, but we're not gonna talk about that.
What did?
The mall.
The mall did?
Yeah, they did get foreclosed almost this year. We're behind on the taxes.
Well, y'all don't support the mall.
The mall at Lufkin is horrible.
Y'all don't even go to the mall.
There's still a Sears sign up. So
See what I'm saying? Y'all on Amazon and internet.
What the hell am I going to buy at Lufkin Mall except candles?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a couple of W's.
You were
more black and white shoes.
Yeah, definitely more black and white.
all right. Thank y'all for being on the show tonight. Big shout out to Dallas football. Shout out to our sponsor, Zilker Belch. Use discount code PINES936 for all online orders. I hope it's a DFW sweep. Shout out to the J-Dub podcast. The Dub podcast. We respect it. Looking forward to having you back on the show. We hire RT. We're going to have a lot to talk about when that comes. But we're out tonight. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.